You have been given a project and you're totally cool about it. But chances are that you're a master procrastinator just like me, and a few days before submission, you're a human tornado who finishes up all the work in a short time. Well, if you are a procrastinator and you want to know how to stop being one, continue watching this video. Here are the comment stars. Congratulations to you guys. If you want to be featured in the next video, answer the question at the end of this video. Okay, why do we procrastinate? Over the years, I have realized after observing myself and other people that the main root of procrastination is fear. It can be fear of getting judged for your work, facing those consequences, or maybe the perfectionist in you is scared. Chances are that due to these reasons, you are unmotivated and we all use pointless excuses to justify procrastination. It starts off as innocent delaying of work, but we all can agree that we're no less stronger than a tornado when it comes to completing the work while being in a time crunch. And the work is messy, which makes you feel sad, guilty even, and you make creative excuses to justify this. This is how the procrastination cycle works. But let me tell you, procrastination is not insurmountable. You can definitely overcome this with a little bit of guidance. I know this sounds so contradicting and counterintuitive when you hear this first, but forget the actual deadline. Yes, forget it. So, I know you must be kind of happy, but I'm sorry to drop the bomb. Actually, make the deadline earlier than the actual one. Well, you might be like, okay, fine. How is it going to benefit me? Well, it is going to build up the pressure of completing the work. And pressure forces us procrastinators to work harder, or else we will have to face a fear, which is public embarrassment. I want to reveal a special tip, which is tip number 4, and it's going to help you utilize this trick fully. Tip number 2 is all about finding balance. Too much of something isn't good, be it procrastination or studying. I know you didn't expect me to say this, but yeah. My dear procrastinators, you need to work towards achieving that balance between studies and relaxation. Now, this does not mean that you need to take drastic measures like decide not to use your phone forever or so. We both know this is hardly going to last a day, right? Tip number 3 is for those hardcore procrastinators. Sometimes none of these tips work. You're not scared of anything except one thing, and the thing is not turning in your project and seeing the disappointment in your teacher's eyes. Well, this is my kind of worst case scenario. Thinking about worst case scenarios actually makes you think about the consequences, and you're bringing the guilty conscience into play. Procrastinators have one fear, which is public embarrassment. Find out your version of the worst case fear scenario and use it against yourself. Genius, isn't it? Well, it works for emotional people like me. Tip number 4 is my favorite tip. Remember the tip I told you about in the beginning? This tip is all about making procrastination harder. James Clear in his book Atomic Habits mentions that bad habits can be broken by using the inverse of the 4 laws of behavior change. In the inversion of the 3rd law, he says that the more friction we put between us and bad habits, the more likely we are to leave those habits. Similarly, I use this principle to overcome procrastination. I hold myself accountable to friends and classmates, and it sort of enforces me to do the things I promised I would. I always encourage peer studying or teamwork, as it keeps you responsible for your own decisions, and we don't want to let down our friends and a team, right? Tip number 5 is reward yourself We all love rewards, and these are so important as they make the work you did feel more valuable. But as I said, too much of anything isn't good. So reward yourself according to the hours of work you have done. It can be 15 minutes of scrolling through your phone, or maybe listening to me ranting. Okay, me ranting is maybe not a reward, but still. Sometimes things do go out of hand, but you need to keep your head up high. There's no use crying over things or results which are not in your control. Instead, brush it off and work on improving things which you can control. You're not alone. There are so many people who struggle with procrastination. As the master procrastinator, Tim Urban said, non-procrastinators don't exist. Do not confuse unmotivation with procrastination. Sometimes just starting off seems very intimidating, but you'll be a better person if you work on your weaknesses. Now it's time for the comment stars question. Answer this and your comments will get a chance to be featured in my next video. Do you struggle with procrastination? Or do you complete everything on time? Unlike me, I'm a master procrastinator. Yes. That's it for today, friends. I hope you liked this video. If yes, then hit the like button and subscribe. Share it with someone who might find this helpful. See you next week. Bye bye.